Yo, what's good? I'm Jay Sean, and you're locked into Singersroom.com. I grew up on the best of them, in a great era. My aunts and my parents used to listen to Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder and Lionel Richie and Donny Hathaway and all these great singers and vocalists. So for me, I grew up really being impressed by vocals more than anything else. I listened to a bunch of different things though, even though it was primarily R&B, soul, hip-hop music, I still loved different stuff. I'd listen to Guns N' Roses, I'd listen to Coldplay, I'd listen to Keane, I'd listen to all these bands who emote in a different way too, And that's what really, but primarily though, vocalists is who I look up to. Me trying to literally emulate the way that my idols would sing. So I try to sing along with a Stevie song, or try to copy all his runs and riffs, and I try to, which was very difficult. And I try to do the same with Boast that and Brian McKnight and all these guys. So I found myself being really intrigued by, I guess, soul singers. That's what it was. And I found that they sang from the heart. That's it. There's no other way to explain it. They sing from the heart, and that's how I am. That's how my music is. To be honest, that's what I write from the heart. I sing from the heart, and when people hear my music, I'm talking about this new album, Neon. When people hear this, they're gonna hear that. They're gonna hear that it's coming from a place of substance, of reality. I put the words hit and smash out of my head. Those two words are used way too much in the creative part of music. Songwriters and producers can vouch for this. I know we use that word too much, and we shouldn't use it until it is a hit or a smash. It's okay putting positive energy out there. It's okay being proud of your work and saying, yo, this song is huge, it feels huge. Yes, but that pressure that is put on by A&Rs, we need a hit, we need a smash. Like, get the hell out of here, man. You think that you could just go into a room and today I'm gonna write it? No, it's not. I could write one when I leave this room on the way back home and not know it, because it comes at the most random times, and you have to listen to that when it feels good and when it feels right. It's not a science. Music's not a science. You can't analyze and put this plus this will equal smash. It's not about that. It has to come from the heart. So when I wrote that album, I put all of that pressure away from me. I didn't think about any of that. I didn't care. I wrote music that felt good to me, that moved us, that when I play it with my people in the room and I go home and I play it to my friends, that they fuck with it, and that's it. That's the most important thing. They have to be able to be like, yeah, this shit feels real. It don't feel contrived. They're very rare, man. Look, they're rare. Okay, the reason they're rare is they let an artist be an artist. Drake does what he wants, man. He works with who he wants to work with. He's not forced to go in the studio with, this producer just because this producer had a hit with Jay-Z or whatever. Like, it don't work like that. Like, he works with his boy. He wants to work with who he wants to work with. I want to make the whole album with 40, go make it with 40. And, Nicki, you want to go do this, go do what you believe in, your art. Wayne, go work with who you want to work with. Turn in the album when you want to turn it in. It's your album, it's your piece of work. 3 or 4 years it took me to do this. Not once did Cash Money say to me, where's your album? They just let me go through the vibe, It will be ready when it's meant to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is. And they just let me do me. That was the most important thing. And that doesn't exist much in this industry. Record companies will sign you because you're dope, and they feel like they loved your showcase and they loved your mixtape and they loved your demo. But the minute you get signed, go with this producer and that guy and this songwriter, because that songwriter had a hit with so-and-so. Like, oh, all of a sudden your whole style's changed. But hold on, you signed me for this and now I'm doing this. Like, what's that about? Cash Money let me do me, and that's the most important thing. Mars, for sure, is probably one of the songs that I'm most proud of. We wrote that, man, we was vibing. We were just in a studio having fun. We were listening to some great old school R&B records, and we were like, man, this shit feels so good. Like, let's do something like that. Let's just wear those joints where, like, back in the day, when I used to want to make a mixtape for my girlfriend, I'll put on a little Josie, put on a little few, like, I wouldn't have to say nothing. I'd be like, just listen to that. So you get the message, right? Wear those songs now. Like, we need some of those songs. So I was like, let's make one of those songs, and that's how Mars came about. It was just beautiful and it was fun, and I got to sing in a way that America hasn't really heard me sing before in my falsetto. Guns N' Roses is a song that I'm particularly proud of. It's heartfelt, it's melodic, it's bittersweet. I actually did that one with Brian Kennedy, amazing producer. And a song called Neon, that's probably one of my favorites too. It's powerful, it's epic, it's heartfelt. There's people making music right now in their bedroom on their little MPC or GarageBand, or they're taping themselves on YouTube and hoping they get a few views, and they love music just as much as me, but I'm the one who got a chance to put it out to the world. I'm the one that gets a chance to make music videos, and I'm the one that gets a chance to get the whole world to hear my shit. So how can I not be passionate about that? How can I not appreciate that? How can I not, love every minute, of being able to do that? What I don't love is, I don't love the bullshit. I don't love the stuff that comes with it, like with the industry and changing it. Like, it shouldn't be messed with. Like, an artist should be allowed to be an artist, you know what I mean? And that's what I really believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take someone like Mozart. Mozart wasn't told, don't play like this, play more like Beethoven, because Beethoven's the one that everyone's feeling right now. No, he does his own shit. Like, you have to do you. And I think that's, one thing that this industry doesn't let us do much nowadays. There's too much pressure to conform to what's selling and what's hit right now. Like, no, man, artists have got to be artists. You got to let them do their thing. I mean, of course, nothing's going to top my #1, nothing will ever top that. How do you beat a #1 Billboard? How do you beat that moment when your song is the biggest song in the United States? You can't beat that. It was incredible, that moment. It was something I'll never forget, man. I mean, I got spoiled like shit. Came from England, talking about breaking America. I dropped my first song, shit goes #1 Billboard. So I'm going home going, yo, this shit's easy. I don't know what they're talking about breaking America, this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a crazy moment, and I'll always be grateful for that.